Hey everyone, well, welcome to my other office. I'm sure you've noticed there's a background change here. The reason is pretty simple. It's summertime and my entire family is home. So it's very difficult to record videos there with enough silence where I can record in peace and you don't hear a lot of distractions and strange noises in the background of these. Yeah, and not only is my family home, but I've got a house full of other in-laws and my niece and nephew, and just a ton of great life happening in my house right now, but it's very busy. Regardless, I've got a lot of videos to make here. I've got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of you have been getting a lot of value out of the October dream interpretation I just did of the Dana Coverstone October dream. And I just had a major breakthrough on an insight for his November dream. Regarding the symbolism he saw of the interaction between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump and the skeleton key she was wearing around her neck. I think I have a very clear and firm understanding of what that is about. I really don't have any doubts about it at this point. So look forward to that one. That one's coming soon. But what I'm doing today is recording a couple that I think need to get out there first. One, I just really need to start sharing more of the dreams that I have. I have not considered myself as being one of the people that I've considered myself more of a watchman. I haven't considered myself being someone who receives these dreams or visions, but I have been looking back through my journal, and I definitely have. And some of the ones that I thought were weird and didn't make sense a year ago are making a lot more sense now as I reread them, so I'm going to start sharing them. The one I'm going to share right now is, I just had this one a few weeks ago, and late May, and this one is simple. It kind of bothered me, but I'll get right into it. In this dream, it was again very vivid. Obviously, it marked me, or I wouldn't have bothered recording my journal, because just something to know about me. I dream all the time, every night, I take a nap, I'm having dreams. So I have dreams all the time. I don't have that many entries in my journal because there's only certain ones that stand out that, like, oh, that meant something. I'm supposed to remember that. It was very vivid. Something about it struck me as being from God and not just a random dream. So, but this one I had at the end of May, and in it I was looking out at a lagoon of sorts, like a pond surrounded by rainforest or jungle. So my side was jungle, the opposite side of the pond was jungle, and on the other side of the pond there was like a line of dark green stegosauruses kind of walking slowly. From my point of view, they were walking from left to right, kind of in single file. They were large, like you would expect this, but very large considering how far away they were. They were still very large. Athletic looking, like they were clearly stegosauruses, but they weren't the slow lumbering things that we see in our movies. They had speed and agility and could move. They all looked the same, and I don't remember exactly how many. I don't want to say how many there were. The number 11 comes to mind, but that could have been influenced by other things I've been thinking about, so I won't say that for sure. But in the middle of that, I was looking, and then in the middle of them, there suddenly appeared on the other side of the pond a much bigger stegosaurus type animal. It was about 20% bigger than the others, bigger, stronger, taller, and it still had a greenish tone to it, but it's also like a silvery gray. So the skin color was a silvery green color, and did shine a little bit. As soon as I saw it, and it popped up in the middle of the line of the others, sideways. As soon as I saw it, I got really scared. I immediately knew, I said to myself, that's China, in the dream. I said, that's China. And it kind of looked like Godzilla, like that. It was like a mix between a stegosaurus and Godzilla, that one. Not as big as Godzilla. but it was definitely bigger than the others. And even though it was on the far side of the pond and away from me, I was like deathly afraid of it, feeling like that's bad. That thing's bad. It's gonna, I was worried it was gonna kill me. It was gonna kill other people. But I kind of relaxed because I said, well, it's on the other side of the pond. It's not over here right now. And then, and the dinosaurs were kind of marching and going off into the woods, one by one, disappearing. And sure enough, the China stegosaurus kind of disappeared into the rainforest jungle out of view. It was gone, and I kind of breathed a sigh of relief, and then also, boom, it was like right there, like right next to me, right next to my face, his face, and scared me to death. Like, I went, oh, and but he didn't touch me. But he did like go after something in the water, but in front of me. And I looked down. I was always looking down like a little cliff at the pond water below, and there was a skeleton there, a fully intact skeleton of another large dinosaur. It was just skeleton at this point, and this China stegosaurus was like rolling it, just rolling it in the water like this, around and around and around, like the water was just churning. With him rolling this skeleton dinosaur, and there was people I knew there was people very close to me inside the skeleton, and that they were dead because of this rolling. So this dream hit me very heavy. It was very it was odd. I mean, it's very, very symbolic, very personal there at the end, and that's what hurt me the most. But very strong emotions in this dream. I don't like to interpret my own dreams too much. I'd rather leave that for others or for you to kind of think about, because I think that's more of what the church is supposed to do, is interpret each other's dreams to a point. But I do need to communicate things I felt. I say, like, I felt like that China stegosaurus was similar to the others, but bigger and badder and much meaner. And something I've thought about is the Dana Coverstone dream, where he saw the Tower Trains dream, where he saw the auction of the United States off to I think 12 Asian nations. And that's why I'm not sure if I really knew there was 11 other dinosaurs, or if that's just something I've been thinking about, because I kind of felt like maybe what I was seeing was the line of Asian nations lining up and moving to come over here. But China was the leader, obviously, and it was the big bad. As soon as I saw him appear, it was very strong fear. And I know I'm not a fearful person, so I pushed it out of me. I don't like anytime I experience that, I try to move out of it, because fear is the opposite of faith. And I was choosing to have faith in that moment, kind of relaxed, said he's over there. But then all of a sudden, and I didn't come up with that interpretation of being China after the dream. That was in the dream. I said, oh, that's China. Like, that's immediately what I thought. So I have no doubt about that part. And then he was suddenly right next to me. Suddenly, unexpected, never saw him coming, don't know where he came from, he just popped right there. But he didn't hurt me personally, which is encouraging, because that is what we've seen in so many dreams, that we'll be supernaturally protected from these things. But a lot of my family was not okay, and that is something I have to process, and I don't like it. And one would hope that maybe that doesn't have to be. But anyways, that's all. I just have to report this dream so you can do with it what you will. That's it. And bottom line, if you are dealing with sorrow and sadness, just take it to God. Fear, same way. Take it to Him. Trust Him. Focus on Him. Pursue Him. Let the Spirit move you into joy. Because, today is, we're in June, early June, and sun's not shining today. It's kind of cloudy here, but it's still a nice day. and I get to go downstairs and get myself a nice coffee in just a minute. So I hope you have a great day too, and we'll see you soon.